Hello everyone, Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to Muslimah Style Guide. I'm Kamilah Olumoh. You know what we do here. We tell you what to wear, where to buy it, and how to style it. On the show today, we have a fashion stylist, Kamilah Olumoh, the founder of Iridium Consulting and House of Iridium. When we get on set, we'll hear more from Kamilah about fashion, style, and Muslim women. Welcome. Today on the show, we have our stylist, the stylist that is close to my heart, Kamilah. Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Now you are here as a guest, not as the official stylist of Muslimah Style Guide. So we get to pick her brain and hear all these tips and tricks for Muslim women. So, stylists, Muslimah stylists. How did it all begin? So, like, when did it start? When did it dawn on you? Like, okay, I have a flair for fashion. I have a flair for looking good. Let me begin to show the world this.
Yeah, I think it was secondary school, actually. I think I had just started using the hijab maybe beginning of secondary school.
Yeah.
Not using it properly, but at least I'll wear the hijab.
You were conscious.
Yeah, exactly. So I got to a point where I started trying to observe it properly.
Okay.
And then I still want to fit in, kind of like I would go out with friends, and I still want to wear my short dress too. They're wearing their short dresses, why can't I wear my own? So I'll wear jeans under my short dress.
Okay.
But you can imagine how funny it might have looked. Mm-hmm. Like, it's not so well put together.
But then you were just taking your baby steps.
Exactly. So from there, I think after a point I just realized that I didn't really enjoy the looks I was putting together. I couldn't find things that represented me.
Yeah.
So I said to, kind of pay attention to. I started playing dress up at home. I just used to put things together, really.
Just playing around.
Yeah, just playing around. And then that just died, just fizzled out. And then later on in university, so after that secondary school time, I thought I was going to be a model. So I was thinking, okay, and now I'm beginning to like fashion. What can I do? I'm a Muslim. I like fashion. I was thinking I was to be a model.
Yeah.
But I didn't really see it. I didn't know any Muslim models. So I just kept it back of my mind that maybe one day, who knows?
Yeah.
And then my cousin just mentioned one day that, have you ever thought of being a stylist? And I was like, what is a stylist? I was like, what's a stylist? And she was like, you like dressing people up. Like, I would always give advice to my cousins and my aunts, and they would always ask me, like, okay, where can I get this? I want to buy this. I'm looking for this. I'll tell them to go to this website, go to this store. So she just said it, and I said, okay, what's this? And I started, I researched, and then it became a possibility. I was like, okay, this is actually a profession. Why has this ever crossed? Yes. And then from there, I went and took a course in fashion media styling at the London College of Fashion, and I opened a blog. I started a blog just to document my style. People liked it, and then that was how I got into styling for other people, from styling myself and my family. Yeah.
The very, very beginning.
Yeah.
I love that. So if you didn't have the conversation with your cousin, it wouldn't have crossed your mind.
No, honestly. I remember the day she was sitting on the bed and she just said, why don't you think of being a stylist?
Like, come on, you look good. You make me look good. Why don't you just take this and show the world?
Yeah.
And I remember when I stumbled on your blog, I was like, who is this girl? You remember I sent you an email and like, I need to feature you on Muslimah Style Guide when we were a blog.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then look at you now.
I did this rush shoot. I had exams.
Yes, I remember.
did a rush shoot. I wasn't so proud of the images, but I sent them in anyway.
But the images were superb.
Yeah,
they were amazing. The style, you wore a hat and it was anyway. So look at you now doing it professionally.
Yeah, alhamdulillah.
So now, as a Muslim woman, were you skeptical about going into fashion? Was it something that you had second thoughts about, like, with Islamic guidelines, can I really do this? Is the fashion industry for me? Were there doubts? If there were doubts, what kind of doubts came to your mind?
Honestly, I don't think I had so many doubts.
Okay.
In the community at the time, I was in England, and the community there they were very, into modest fashion, Muslimah fashion. It was a very big thing. There were always events, there were fashion shows I used to attend, and these things, drew me in deeper. So I saw it happening around me as a normal thing. It was normal. So I didn't really think twice. I didn't know. No. Personally, me, I don't really care about what people think. You know, I think one of the key things in fashion and styling, however, whatever, is just being confident in yourself and what you're doing, what you're wearing. I believe if you're fine in pajamas, please go out in your pajamas. Like, honestly, if you would look your best and represent yourself well in your pajamas
and be confident.
That's just it. Go out in your pajamas. I won't stop you and say, oh, people just, you know, everybody does what they want. Sometimes people do things that becomes trends. Now we have things like ripped jeans. We have this like lingerie dresses that people now wear out. They just wear it and
pajama sets.
Exactly, like pajama sets. Where did that start? So I just believe, do you be confident? So I don't really look at what people would think.
But do you think you are an exception? Because I've met a lot of Muslim women. We do consulting, and I've met a lot of Muslim women that are not so confident. So you see, they are beautiful, they dress well, because I later realized that the problem is not what they wear, it's the fact that they don't accept who they are. So are you ready to say you are an exception, or you've met other Muslim women that are confident in who they are and then they show up as fashionable Muslim women? Or we need to do more work in letting Muslim women know that, look, just look smart, look presentable, and be confident. Do we need to do more work, or just, I don't know?
Yeah.
Maybe I'm blabbing right now.
No, we definitely need to do more work. Okay. And I think that's one of the reasons Muslimah Style Guide exists, one of the reasons House of Iridium exists.
Yeah.
Honestly, we definitely need to do more work. There are a few people out there, yes, I've met people who also feel the same way. But majority of people, I feel, are yet to really accept their identity as Muslims.
Women.
So they don't own it. You still try to fit in, try to, you know. And I always say, why? Why are you trying to fit in? You would never be, as far as I'm concerned, accepted, and you should not be looking for acceptance.
That should be your aim.
Yes, you should not be looking for acceptance in the mainstream or anything. Why can't you just own what you are? It's something special. You're different.
Yeah.
Just own it and enjoy it.
And enjoy.
Yes, because if you're not something, you can never be that. No matter how much you try to fit in, or
like a square peg trying to fit into a round hole.
Yes, it's just
So that means, from what you're saying right now, you're telling me that as Muslim women, there is space for us in the fashion industry if and only if we own our identity. There are no limitations. We have guidelines, yes, but there are no limitations. We should just go forward and do what it is we have to do.
Definitely,
right?
yes.
So let's take a quick break, and when we come back, we'll continue this conversation, very important conversation with Kamilah. Welcome back. If you're just tuning in, you haven't missed much. I'm talking to Kamilah of House of Iridium. Now back to you, Kamilah.
Yes.
Before we went on break, a question came to mind. With the rise of social media, do you think Muslim women are beginning to express themselves more through style? Because I feel like prior to social media, we never used to see a lot of modest style, Muslim style, but now, just pick up your phone, with the click of your finger, you see so many fashion inspirations, modest fashion inspiration. Would you say social media played a huge role in boosting modest or Muslim fashion?
Yes, definitely. Social media played a huge role, I think.
Okay.
Because with social media now, you have bloggers, influencers, everybody. You know, anybody can showcase their work on social media, and it's a big inspiration to people. A lot of people get, you know, even sometimes we in the past have looked at maybe tutorials and things like that to learn how to tie this new hijab style because of social media. So definitely, I think it has had a huge impact. Now, whether the impact is good or bad, I'm still trying to.
Or in between.
I'm still trying to figure it out. I think there are pros and cons.
Yes.
So
as
the
with
pros,
everything.
exactly. The pros, people like us can showcase our work through social media. We can get people to know and things like that. And of course, representation is always good. So when you see someone else like you, or someone, you know, that inspires you, someone that looks like you, that can inspire you, it also gives you a boost just to see other covered women out there doing great things. You can easily get that through social media. However,
one needs to be very cautious.
Yes, I always have a social media discussion because social media it also has the power to mislead.
Yes.
So if I'm an influential person and I say this is supposed to be black or something is white but I call it black or I decide to do it black, the
then
people that exactly I influence a lot of other people. So now we have a lot of trends and things that are not necessarily, well, speaking from the Muslim fashion point of view, things that are not necessarily Muslim fashion or Islamically accepted, being portrayed as okay. And Islamic, but in reality it's not. So social media also has
mindful. Yes. Now that brings me to this very, very important question.
Okay.
What is modest fashion? We hear it up and down the place. Modest fashion, modest fashion. What exactly is modest fashion to you?
Okay, to me, modest fashion is relative.
Yes.
So someone who is used to wearing shorts, 3/4 are modest. Someone who wears 3/4 long trousers are modest. So it's very relative. But generally, the words modest and in terms of modest fashion, just refers to being covered. Just wearing clothes that cover your skin.
Longer hemlines.
Yes, exactly. Clothes that cover your skin. And higher necklines. Yeah. That's what modest fashion is.
Okay. I always get this sort of answer, which, yes, to be honest, is very true.
Yeah.
What is Muslim fashion?
Okay. So Muslim fashion is, well, what Muslim fashion has become is just a particular way of dressing that tries to adhere to Islamic guidelines. So things like not just generally not being too out there, because the religion tells us not to draw attention to ourselves.
Yes.
So that comes with maybe the kind of colors that you wear, even when you put your outfits together, how gra is it?
Yeah. So it shouldn't be exaggerated.
Yes, nothing exaggerated. Wearing loose clothing, nothing that shows your figure, and of course long sleeves, long hemlines, high neckline. Your neckline shouldn't even, if it's Muslim fashion, then you should probably be wearing the hijab. Yes.
So if you had to define Muslim fashion in one sentence, what would you call it? Or
fashion for Muslims.
No, fashion for Muslims, or 2 sentences. So if someone just comes and tells you, oh, you're a Muslim woman, what is Muslim fashion?
Okay, that's a bit of a trick question.
It's not a trick question. I just want, so people
because I don't think
always people that always mix up modest fashion, and I like the way you said modest fashion is relative. So now Muslim fashion is what? I think it's pretty much dressing according to Islamic guidelines and principles.
Yes.
Yeah, because I feel everyone that wears clothes is involved in fashion. Whether you're Muslim, non-Muslim, it really doesn't matter. But once you have guidelines based on your faith, then you can now say, okay, this is Muslim fashion.
Yes, you're right.
Let's take a quick break, and when we come back, we continue this conversation. So let's pick up from where we left off. House of Iridium. You recently launched.
Yes, we did.
So tell us about it.
Okay, it's a multi-brand store curating conservative fashion for Muslim women.
Okay, specifically Muslim women?
Well, anybody's welcome to shop with us, but our target is Muslim women.
Yes. I like that. And it's so funny that when you talk about carving a niche, when you talk about doing business specifically for Muslims, the business coaches or the business gurus, they keep saying, oh, it makes no business sense, open it up, spread your wings, you are limiting your profit, your revenue. What is your opinion on that?
Well, I think even the non-business gurus, just friends, people will say that, family, people will say, oh, why don't you? But I feel there's nothing wrong with it. If you have a target and you are marketing to those people, that's fine. Everybody has their target audience. Not everything is for everybody. You need to have a strong identity. I need to be able to say, okay, these are people that I'm targeting. And we have a lot of brands who should I say, do the opposite. Like we have a lot of
Yeah.
mainstream brands that don't target Muslim women. We don't really have people attacking them and saying, oh, why don't you
target
why don't you
Muslim
target
women?
Muslim women? So why, when somebody wants to target Muslim women, you're saying they should open it up? Then let's also tell the mainstream brands to open up and be more inclusive. Yeah, but honestly, I think I'm not bothered by it, and I also believe, of course, as Muslims, we also believe that our risk, which is our provision from God, is fixed and all that. So
and nobody
you know,
can take that away from you.
exactly.
So if you're going to flourish,
you're going to
targeting
flourish.
a particular market, that is where you are going to flourish.
Exactly.
So how has the reception been?
I think
So
it's been
far.
overall it's been good.
Good.
Yeah.
Very soon, climbing up the ladder. So
Yes,
now we are going to experience the House of Iridium space. She's curating conservative fashion, and let's go and see what this is all about.
My name is Boluwatife.
My name is Nikki Adeboye.
One of the pioneer residents here at House of Iridium, and I'm so excited that this day has finally come. House of Iridium is something I've known about since January of last year. I've been following the dream and following the process with Kamilah. I'm so excited that we're finally here, mainly because Kamilah is such a visionary. She has like particular ways and she wants her store to look. She has particular items that she's just very particular about the whole store and her dream.
Very happy to be a resident in House of Iridium. It's been a good journey so far. I'm particularly inspired by her bravery to take on Nigerian brands. We're tough people to work with, which is why I'm especially inspired by her bravery and courage.
That was amazing, Kamilah.
Thank you.
Our first modest Muslim fashion retail space.
Yes.
Amazing. I love the racks, the bamboo racks. This space is just beautiful. The ablution area, everything is just amazing. And that lantern, that little lantern.
Lucky find.
Really lucky find.
Yes. Well,
that was really, really beautiful. And the brands you have stocked, they are also brands that I really like.
Yeah.
So I'm so happy that you're doing this for the Muslim women and also, most importantly, Muslim fashion businesses. This is something. So I saw three pieces, three looks, that I want us to dissect and talk about. From one of your resident brands, Model.
Yes.
I saw this really nice striped wrap dress with like print underneath. You styled that, right?
Yes.
So what was what do you like about that look? It's a simple look, the teal veil, and just tell me something.
Okay, well, I added the teal veil because of the teal prints at the bottom.
Yeah.
Those complement perfectly. And it's a plain veil because, like I said earlier, if you have, and that dress actually has two different patterns on it. Yes, exactly. So we have a lot of work on the dress already. So just cool it down a little bit. I went for that plain teal veil.
Yeah.
Yes, from Everything Scarves.
Okay.
And then I love that it's a wrap dress because wrap dresses are quite comfortable. It's something easy everyday wear.
Yes.
But because of the patterns on the dress, it takes it up a notch from just your regular wrap dress. So
okay. Now my number two look that I like is this look by Nikiani. It's a simple plaid dress.
Yes, yes.
And I feel like it works well for the corporate woman.
Definitely.
So why did
Definitely.
you choose that particular dress to be stocked at House of Iridium?
Well, like you said, the corporate woman. So we try our best to cater to everybody. Don't even have that many abayas.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay. You
okay.
don't have that
That's
many
okay.
abayas in House of Iridium?
No.
Or
no,
none
not
at all?
No, we have some, but not, yes.
So anyways, now the third look, Esprit Dorian.
Yes.
That's one of your resident brands as
Yes,
well.
yes.
I like the striped shirt.
Yes, yeah.
And are they culottes?
They're palazzo
Or just
pants.
palazzo pants?
Yeah, they're palazzo
Okay,
pants.
yeah.
They have clothes and palazzo pants.
Okay.
Esprit is all about minimalism, so that's their style.
I figured. So it's
Very
black
minimal.
and white.
Yes,
and
a lot of neutral colors, black and white. So I just went with a black scarf for that look, just to bring it down, because that's the brand identity for that particular brand.
Yeah. Okay, so now, who are the Muslim women in fashion you admire? And if there are no Muslim women in fashion you admire, who are the women generally in fashion that make your heart beat?
Okay, there are not too many. Just I have two.
Okay.
One is Vivi Yusuf.
Yeah, definitely. Vivi Yusuf of Fashion Valley.
Yes.
And
all the things that she has managed to achieve, at her age as well, with kids, family, everything. Yeah, mashallah, very commendable.
Yeah.
And can you guess my second?
Can I guess Nigerian or not?
Nigerian. She's in
Nigerian.
front of me. Really, you're the second actually. I think you've
really
done, yes. I think a lot of women in fashion.
Now I'm shy. Really, now I'm
honestly,
shy.
yes.
I'm really grateful.
Muslimah Style Guide came into the fashion scene and just changed how Muslim women perceive fashion. Yes, you took it to a whole new level. Quality, standards, everything. You put a lot into your work, and I know what goes on behind the scenes.
Emotional. Thank you very much. That really means a lot, and I'm saying this from the bottom of my heart. Thank you very much. So, do you have any last words for our viewers at home? You've already given me my last word. I'm happy, but for our viewers at home, say something that is going to boost the image of every Muslim woman watching that wants to do fashion but also wants to stay within the confines of her faith.
Yes. I tell such a woman that she can do it and there's nothing stopping her. She just needs to believe in herself and try her best to hold on to her faith, because when you do things for the sake of God, honestly, things become easy for you. Like things just drop in your lap. So you just have to have faith, both literally, like in God and in yourself, and just give your best shot. Put hard work into it, because also don't come from the angle of because it's coming from the religious angle. You feel people would support you, that's just a sentimental angle. You need to put in a lot of hard work, like go and train, do the necessary things that any professional would do. Don't feel that because it's an Islamic thing or it's something you're doing for the sake of God, blah blah blah, then it has to be substandard. No, that's one of the things that kill businesses, one of the things that kill Muslim businesses. So just put in your best and leave the rest.
I like how we are ending on an emotional note. This is really, really, really good, and I thank you for coming to join us on
Thanks
set
for having
today.
me.
This
Thanks for having
is
me.
the end of our conversation with Kamilah, and visit House of Iridium, number 10 Deji Odudoga Street, Anthony, Lagos. This is Muslimah Style Guide. I'm Oyin Consola. See you next time.